valid question. How much percentage of Indonesian students do you think make it to high school? Yes? I see a hand. 50%. 50%? What about you? 70. You'd be shocked to find that the answer is less than 10%. Take a look at this graph. This graph illustrates the relationship between student retention rate at various education levels. And we can see that as education levels increase, student retention rates decrease from around 90% at the primary level to under 10% at high school. Education is important, and everybody knows that. Yet, in Indonesia, we are currently facing a crisis regarding the lack of this quality that is leaving productivity at a standstill. Hello, my name is Dylan. I'm a student at Jakarta Intercultural School, and today I'm here to talk to you about education and healthcare, the keys that Indonesia needs to innovate. This is another graph. This graph, this time, shows the percentage of dropouts at every single education level. And again, in correlation with the other graph, we can see that as education level increases, so do the dropout rates. Here's one last graph. This graph shows the percentage change in dropout rates from the years 2020 to 2021 for dropout rates at every education level. And we can see that at every point on the graph, education is dropping, because dropout rates are also dropping. So what will improve education? What will improve education in Indonesia? The answer lies within food security. Out of 4.8 billion births per year, 1.5 million children are born underweight. 1 in 5 children under the age of 5 are born stunted, or abnormally short for their age. 1 in 12 children are wasted or abnormally thin for their height. Stunting is the biggest issue related to malnutrition. Stunting can hinder economic growth and labor productivity, affecting GDP by up to 11% and reducing adult worker income by up to 20%. Stunting also incurs a potential economic loss of up to 67.78 billion rupiah. That is about 4% of our national GDP. Stunting has also been shown to be more prevalent in areas with high poverty and low income. So how can we improve malnutrition and stunting? What steps can we take to alleviate these issues in Indonesia? This is an image that is representative of my cooking skills. What it also represents, though, is the diet needed to feed a child under the age of 2 to keep them from stunting. In other words, to prevent them from stunting. This diet, consisting of healthy greens, eggs, and rice, is affordable. Fun fact, I cooked this meal yesterday. But what's a funner fact? This meal costs only 2.5 thousand rupiah a day to make. That's just under 80,000 rupiah a month for a child under the age of 2. So how would better levels of health, better levels of education, and better nutrition affect these children's educational attainment in the long run? According to the Journal of Food Science and Nutrition, improved nutritional intake can result in improved cognitive function, increased brain capacity, and improved academic performance. Alternatively, food insufficiency or lack of nutrition can cause decreased academic performance, decreased learning capability, and so on. Currently, I ask myself, what can I do? What is something tangible, research-based, that I can create to strike direct impact? So I created CNI, short for Cahaya Nusantara Infinity. We provide free schooling to children in poverty, over 100 children living in poverty, 6 days a week. We currently have 2 branches in Besda and Tangerang, but we're working to expand. How does this correlate, you might ask? We are working on providing food security for these children and conducting research to see these effects on their educational attainment. Here's a video showcasing more of what I've done.
Selama anak belajar di sini, nah itu aja hasil yang mau anak dapat.
Malu jadi tidak malu tambah keberanian ya.
Thank you guys for watching. So currently, as I mentioned before, we're working on providing these children with a diet from the study aforementioned by the World Food Program. Thank you to my mom in the crowd who just helped me on all these visits. Right, so what else can we do to improve education in Indonesia other than the deep links between nutrition and education? While spending in Indonesia through education has increased, its quality has not. Take a look at this last graph. We can see that from 2008 to 2019, this graph shows the government budget allocated for education. The government has nearly tripled its spending for education in the past decade. Not only that, but student enrollment rates have also increased. At the primary and secondary levels, 10 million more students have joined the student force, and there has been a 31% increase. Despite these important improvements, Indonesia still struggles when it comes to student learning levels and learning inequality. On average, 12th graders in the nation cannot pass their own national exam. Additionally, 70% of Indonesian students who took the PISA, or Program for International Student Assessment, could not demonstrate basic literacy in their own language. Yes, Bahasa Indonesia. Disadvantaged students such as those who are poor, live in poverty, or are disabled are especially susceptible to this type of effect. Going to school is not the same as learning. How much a student learns throughout their education directly impacts their productivity as an adult. If Indonesia's youth is better equipped with skills such as math proficiency and English literacy, this would boost and unlock Indonesia's campus capacity for economic potential, growth, and overall productivity. Did you know that only 43% of Indonesian 8th graders have knowledge of whole numbers, decimals, basic graphs, and functions? In contrast, 99% of Singaporean students at the same age have this knowledge. This is not to bash the Indonesian education system. It's for us to get constructive criticism and look towards our neighboring nations and see how we can improve. So, the big question, what can Indonesia do? The key is in focusing on innovating change through good nutrition and better quality of education. By reaching unreached communities, by impacting them, we can make changes in their daily lives. We can improve the well-being of our nation and make a better Indonesia. I'd like to end with a quote. Education is the passport to the future. Tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Malcolm X. Thank you guys.